I'm just so excited to interact with these students again, see where they came from when I last saw them last winter, but also the nerves are there. Better to put them as excited, but I'm still shaky on, what I'm teaching for science on Tuesday. And I think that was something from the program that I've always been really progressive, forward on, issues of race and sexuality, but I never really knew the right way to talk about these things and to bring these into a space in a healthy, positive way. But now I have so many tools that I can draw upon. This back wall, as blank and large as it is right now, will someday hold things. My plan is I have a large world map that will go off in the center. I have a 6-foot Einstein that may go on the math side, which I think is going to be that side of the classroom. We don't want to live in our classrooms, but we do. We're here the majority of our day, so it should be a comfortable space to be, just like I try to make my desk a place that I want to be, when I'm not being everywhere else in the classroom, those, maybe 20 minutes during the day.
Hi, my name is Brockman. I just came out of the UOTeach program, and this is my classroom. I feel very supported, and the more I get set up, the more confident I feel about having 35-year-olds come in here and hang out for 7 hours. Going into my new job, I do feel I've been prepared by the UOTeach program, particularly with the time I was able to spend student teaching. I had a wonderful placement, a very supportive CTE, and there's always the unknown, and you're never fully ready. But I feel ready to just, with what I've got, jump in, and I feel that it will go at least tolerably well, and I'll get better as it goes on. But I feel prepared enough that I'm excited and not super scared. I'm a little scared, but mostly I feel good. And this thing is really sweet. I inherited this carpet. It's really functional for management. So as I was kind of explaining before, you can have kids sit in different colors if you want. You can have them, everybody, it's just one body per square. So, and you keep yourself inside your square. So it's just a management piece.
My name is Melissa Earp. I graduated from the UOTeach program, and this is my classroom. Aspects of the UOTeach program that have made me feel ready is the ESOL endorsement, just because we have a really high population of English language learners in our school. And then I would say everything from the motivation and management. Gosh, I wish I had paid more attention in the September one, and kept everything, kept all of the PDFs that were assigned, because the management and motivation is just, that's what I'm most nervous about, is making sure that my kids know the rules, know the routines, and know the procedures. They asked us at the beginning of the year, last year when we started the master's, what ideally would you want to teach? And I was like, kindergarten all the way. And then I had my fall placement in a 3rd grade classroom, and I was like, this is amazing. I just want to teach 3rd grade. And then I got to experience some 6th graders. I was like, these guys are amazing. I want to teach 6th grade. So I love them all. This is where the students are going to have, they're going to check in every day. So it's going to be an attendance, as well as every student in the classroom is going to have a job. And they're going to have, once I get my class list on Thursday, they will have their picture here, and then right below it is the job. I decided that I wanted a math wall, a reading wall, and then because of our structured play this year, I wanted a structured play center where students could come and pull everything out that they needed to go to their station.
I'm looking really forward to having an established relationship with my colleagues. We've really built close-knit collaboration. There are more and more UOTeach teachers coming into the building, so I know there's a community of similar values, and I'm really excited for the progress that we can make for our students in that we all agree on very important things and important values. I feel really blessed that I came from UOTeach. I came into this classroom feeling really prepared. There was no way to know exactly what I didn't know. There was a lot still to learn, but I felt supported One major thing is the network of support that still exists even after you've graduated. I'm still in contact with my professors, my CTs from student teaching. They're some of my closest allies. Some of the supervisors, even supervisors that weren't mine, there's a supervisor that became my district appointed mentor. And so the relationships from UOTeach that created that network to cushion me as I discovered what I didn't know was really important. New this year is my fish tank. I'm building my reputation as a zoologist, a teacher with a classroom zoo. There are a handful of fish here. If you can see this little guy, his name is Original Larry and he's 7 years old. I have various posters and things to kind of set the mood. It was important to me to get some decoration up here. It's a very bare space. When I entered, the room had nothing in it. And I was hired in August and I spent all of that time just getting it as physically ready as I could. And then I focused on learning the curriculum.
My name is Matthew Monson. I'm a graduate of the UOTeach program from the University of Oregon, and welcome to my classroom. As I sit here planning with my teaching team or going to professional development, I'm starting to make all these connections where the things I was taught in the UOTeach program, I'm now putting into practice in my classroom. And I thought that, how would I possibly remember all of this content and pedagogy and philosophy that I went through? But as I start to plan my lessons around the curriculum, I'm pulling in literacy concepts, math concepts, social justice concepts into how I'm going to address these things in my classroom. It's definitely over the past week or so been an emotional roller coaster. I wake up excited and I can't wait to have my own room and have my kids, and I got my classes yesterday and I'm starting to put names to faces of who I'll be teaching, and then at the same time I'm nervous because this is my first time where I'm actually teaching where there's standards involved and benchmarks, and I'm having to meet learning goals for students and learning goals for my school, and I just feel like there's a lot more at play than anything I've experienced before.
You always hear teachers talk about classroom libraries. Well, at the start of this summer, literally the only box of books I had was this one. I want to make sure that when I plug my laptop in on the first day, that everything that I want to show up on the projector does show up on the projector, because sometimes technology is more of a battle than it really should be. From where this was, with a pile of desks and chairs and boxes on the sides of the room, I've come a very long way to making this classroom not only reflect myself, but also a place where students can feel that it's a healthy and engaging learning environment.